It's always nice to have a little hedge there, but you don't want to just be hedging just to be hedging. You feel me? You want to hedge, but also make sure that there's a possibility that both of your, both positions, both sides of the hedge could actually work. Like, you feel me? Instead of just, because if you're just hedging like one side against the other, like you're not making nothing. You're just gonna be break even or flat on the day. But if you could hedge and also hedge, but have both sides of the hedge actually work and be profitable, you know what I mean? That's something else. And as of now, like, I've hedged already. One side of my hedge has worked, and I already freaking went ahead and closed out the position and took my gains. So now I'm just chilling, waiting on the other side to work. So half of it's done already. Purchase price, earnings date, PE ratio. I guess you wouldn't have a PE ratio or a market cap on like options. All right, look. So we got Apple has now bounced off VWAP, broken above the 120 and the 9 EMA. And look, that happened while we were seeing some weakness. But this is the 2 minute. So let's go to the 5 minute so we can get a more accurate representation of what each one's doing at the same time. And see, this is what I was talking about. Look, you can see a heavy tank off the SPY and the Qs. But notice, when they're tanking, Apple's just consolidating. And that's why I took that trade. I've seen it. I've seen some inconsistency. You know, as traders, that's what you want to see. That's what you need to take advantage of. You need to see some inconsistency and volatility. Without any volatility, there's no moves. There's no moves to trade. And then when you're dealing with derivatives, you want to see obviously volatility, but also some inconsistency. You want to take advantage of the inconsistencies in the market. And this tape in level 2 is for Apple. Whatever chart's right here in the top left, that's gonna be the tape. And you can hear like the lawn man out there, bro. So making all kind of noise. I'm gonna put on some music. Look at Apple. Apple gets over the 120. That trade pretty much worked too. And we're getting there. It's in the green. And if you can see Apple get over the 120, and look at Nvidia trying to get back up there to the top of the high of day and make new highs. So that's also good for my stock sell position. So if we can see some bullishness rip right now, I'll be decent. I can go ahead and be done trading for the day. And this beat I made like 5 years ago, bro. Now my trizzies on the Apple Lizzie is in the green Izzy. All right, we're looking good. Now we just need to see some bullishness come right now. We just need to see this thing rip, bro. So I can go ahead and be done trading for the day. And look, this was the top of the range earlier for Apple. I mean, this was the high. And if we're just talking about top of range, it would be this, 149, 149.11. But I believe if we get up there, we can possibly break above it and at least get up to red to green. So like my first price target would be this 149 right here, 149.11. Probably scale out one there or two or most, and then, you know, save a piece for up here to red to green. But there we go. That's what I was looking for. You know, it's some bullishness, right? Look at that thing. Ripped above the 120. A new candle opened above. So look, here's the top of the range right here. So what we want to be watching closely right now is what the Qs and the SPY do. And if the Qs and the SPY don't reject hard and sell off, then we can expect Apple to break above this and at least get up here. Like right here, 149.50. And then above that, you got previous close, like red to green. But look at this increase in volume on the SPY. Look, the SPY is up there, increase in volume. Q's making new highs. So I'm up 12% on my Trizzy on Apple. We rejected, but we got above it. And look at the SPY. Look, the Q's are making new highs. Look at this volume, 1 million shares. So let's give it a little bit more time. Now, SOXO is having trouble, but I feel like if we can get Apple to go ahead and break above this resistance right here, and looking at the SPY and the Qs, they're edging up there. So if they edge up and then we get Apple above that, then I feel like SOXL can probably more than likely break above this handle right here, this 1337. We're seeing some weakness coming in. Like I was up, I think 15 or 20% on my Trizzys on Apple. Now we've seen, look at this, like they're dumping on it. But I mean, up here at the top of the range, you feel me? You would expect to see that because that's going to be a profit target for a lot of people. But let's see if after they're done taking profits, can it continue? And look at DWAC. DWAC's back at VWAP. Now look at that. Bullish pattern right there. Consolidation. Rip. Next candle opened above the previous candle. And it's a higher low. And now we're trying to put in another higher low. But notice, we're seeing some rejecting and some weakness on the SPY at this previous close. And the Qs just at the top of the range. They didn't get the previous close yet. Even with all that, look at what Apple's doing. It's just basically basing. And now I'm up 8% on the contracts. At one point, I was up like 15 or 20%. But it's fine because I believe we can go up a little higher. But SOXL need to tighten up. But I mean, if we're being honest, with Nvidia stuck up here, not able to break out any higher, and AMD basically doing the same thing, like you can't really expect SOXL to really do anything. But like I said, if Apple, you know what I mean, breaks above this level and gets up here, along with the SPY and the Qs, that will inherently drag the semis up. And along with that, SOXL.